A very good morning, children. Now we are going to have a look at the lesson, My Reminiscence. We are going to continue with what we left yesterday, okay? Now, I already gave you a brief introduction about the lesson. Today we are going to continue with what Tagore says in detail. When I returned home from the outset of my second voyage to England, my brother Jyotirinda and sister-in-law were living in a riverside villa at Chandanagur, and there I went to stay with them. The Ganges again those ineffable days and nights, languid with joy, sad with longing, attuned to the plaintive babbling of the river along the cool shade of its wooded banks. This Bengal sky full of light, this south breeze, this flow of the river, this right royal laziness, this broad leisure stretching from the horizon to horizon and from green earth to blue sky. All these were to me as food and drink to the hungry and thirsty. Here it felt indeed like home, and in these I recognized the ministrations of a mother. Here he is telling that he has written home from the outset of his second voyage. Voyage means journey to England, and now he is returning back to India, and he is going to visit his brother Jyotirinda and his sister-in-law at Chandanagur. There is a villa. Villa means a home for them at Chandanagur, and he's telling he's going to stay with them. So he is passing through the Ganges. Okay, he is passing in a boat through the Ganges, and he's telling these ineffable days means these unexpressible joyful days and nights which are tired with joy. Languid means tired with joy, sad with longing, attuned to the plaintive babbling of the river. Plaintive means very sorrowful. The river makes a sound when it flows along the stones. No, babbling means the sound of the river. It's very sorrowful. He's telling the sound of the river is like very sad for him. Along the cool shade of its wooded barks, the Bengal sky full of light. This south breeze. He's speaking about the sky. Since Chandanagar is in Bengal, he is talking that this Bengal sky full of light means this blue color sky full of light, and this south breeze. South breeze means he's in the southern part. He's telling the southern breeze. This flow of the river, this right royal laziness. He's giving a good phrase for laziness. He's telling royal laziness. This broad leisure. Leisure means it's a pastime. Pastime means free time for him. It's stretching from horizon to horizon and from green earth to blue sky. All he's telling right from the grass to the sky. All these were to meet as food and drink to the hungry and thirsty. He's telling this beauty of nature is quenching my thirst. It is fulfilling my hungry stomach. It is like I have a thirst for this joyful scene. And this joyful scenery is making my thirst and my hungry quench. Here it felt indeed like home, and in these I recognize the ministrations of a mother. The ministrations means a good deed, the service of Mother Nature. Here, ministrations of a mother means Mother Nature. He's telling all these are the handworks of Mother Nature. That was not so very long ago, and yet the time was wrought many changes. Our little riverside nests clustering under their surrounding greenery have been replaced by mills. Now he is talking about the changes which took place after some years in this same beautiful arena. He is telling that this beautiful arena has been changed into factories. Riverbank has been changed into factory site. A little riverside nest clustering under their surrounding greenery have been replaced by mills which now drag in like everywhere, rear their hissing heads, belching forth black smoke. It's telling the river bank, which was full of greenery, has been filled with mills. The mills which have their chimneys are emitting a black smoke which is like a dragon. Okay, in the midday glare of the modern life, even our hours of mental siesta have been narrowed down to the lowest limit. He's telling, when I saw all those greenery, beautiful nature, my mental health was good. I had a good relaxation. But today, everything has gone upside down, and Hydra headed unrest has invaded every department of life. Maybe this is for the better, but I, for one, cannot account it wholly to the good. He's telling changes are for the betterment of human beings, but he's telling I can't accept that all these changes are only for good. They also carry some bad, because factories are polluting, they destroy nature, and they don't give you a good mental health. Okay, did you understand the first half of the lesson? Please read it with the right stress, pause, and pronunciation, and underline the difficult words, children. Thank you.